kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from the Superdome. From way up at the 23.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Dalton sets up play action. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Play action now. Dalton. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second and 8. To throw here, Dalton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
They talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. Their defense got them to football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth. No score after one on EA Sports. Play action here with Dalton. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Man, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll complete this one to Watson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Working with a 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Oh, they'll try to jet sweep here with Lazard.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The final act of the first half, Dalton. He's going to air one out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action. Now Rodgers. Open man. Here's Cobb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And inside give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This drive has been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it, and he's got it. So they try for 2, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. And Dalton to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They juked him, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers now to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal, now they need to pop the lucky horseshoe, because they got to get an onside kick. And we've seen nowadays, those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention, they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have the short field here.